Welcome to Varsity. I'm Ryan Aber, joined by Scott Wright. We're here to talk about the Class 4A and 3A playoffs. Scott, let's start with 4A, moving on to the semifinals. Two matchups, I think, one that we really expect and really looking forward to. Another one that is a little bit unexpected in that one of the teams that got knocked off getting there. But let's start off with that one. McGinnis has faced two really tough opponents so far in the playoffs. Got through Hera, got through Salisaw on the road last week. Now they're going to have to play Wagner this weekend in Sapulpa. What are you looking for in that game?
Well, I think the key to this game is going to be the fact that Wagner is a lot more athletic than either of the teams McGinnis has played to this point. Guys like Kevin Peterson, Jeremy Applegate, big, fast, strong guys. Wagner not so much big, but Peterson not so much a big guy, but still very athletic. Secondary that's really talented and will make it difficult for McGinnis to throw the ball. But I've been very impressed with what McGinnis has been able to do to this point, and I think that they've got enough talent. Those senior leaders, Camden Tharp, Brandon Wynn, guys like that are really playing well right now. I think that they're going to have the leadership to get through this one and pull off another one.
I really like those guys, and I really like what the Irish have done, not only the last couple weeks, but this season. But I've got to go with Wagner here. I think they've just got a little too much athletes on the field. I think you look at Peterson, you look at Applegate, and some of the other guys they have. I think they're going to be a little bit too tough and advance to the finals. The other game, Scott, Clinton and Catoosa, a game that might feature the two best teams in the state. The only loss between them came Clinton to Heritage Hall. It's hard to fault them too much for that. Just a titanic matchup here.
It really is. I know we've got, in 6A, we've got Jinx Union, we've got Broken Arrow Owasso, some great 5A games, some great games in the other classes, but I think this is the game of the week right here. I was very impressed with Clinton when I saw them earlier in the season. Catoosa continues to prove me wrong about them. I kept expecting them to falter somewhere down the line, and they never have. I think that they're going to be the team that comes out on top of this game, but I think this is going to be an amazing football game. Either team could come through this. Either team's got the talent to do it and go on and win the gold ball next week. But in my opinion, game of the week.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that whichever team wins this game is going to be my favorite to win the championship last week. But I picked Clinton before, and I'm going to stick with them. They've just been so dominant. What they do on the lines, what they do with range, running the ball. I really like the Red Tornadoes to come out on top and advance to yet another championship game. Scott in 3A, a lot of good matchups here. Heritage Hall Seminole, a very good one. Obviously, I don't expect Heritage Hall to falter in this one.
I don't, but going to Seminole, it's a tough place to play. A program with a lot of tradition. Mike Snyder always has his guys ready to play. They're rolling along undefeated right now. I spent a lot of time out there earlier in my writing career. Covered a lot of Seminole games there, and it's a really fun atmosphere. Heritage Hall will have a tough time going out there, but I think that the talent ultimately wins out for Heritage Hall.
Yeah, I certainly don't disagree with that. I think that the job that Heritage Hall is doing, and they seem to stay focused through all of this, through all of the accolades that have come their way, the attention and everything else. They've been able to maintain their focus, which is very important this time of the year. Scott, the other game I'm looking forward to in 3A is Anadarko Metro Christian. Two teams that, again, have different styles of offense. Metro likes to chunk the ball down the field quite a bit. Anadarko lines up and gives the ball to Sheldon Wilson and lets him do his deal. Last year, Metro got out on top of this game. Is this one different?
I do think that it is. I think Sheldon Wilson is a little bit more of a difference maker even this year. He opens things up for them to do a lot of different things and get some other athletes involved. Also playing some defense from what I've been told. So I think that Anadarko was able to pull this one out. I was very impressed with what they did against a really strong Kingfisher defense last week. I thought that game would be really close, and they were able to really put a lot of distance between them and the Yellow Jackets. I think that Anadarko moves on. Ultimately, I see what could be a classic finals matchup between Heritage Hall and Anadarko.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. I think those two teams meet in the finals. I would have picked this game a whole lot closer before last week, before what Anadarko was able to accomplish against a very tough, like you said, Kingfisher defense. But Sheldon Wilson has just been too tough this year. I wonder how Anadarko is going to respond when they get into the third and fourth quarter, when they get pushed, if they're going to fold a little bit just from not having experienced that kind of adversity this year. But I look for Anadarko to win this week and advance to the semis. Scott, thanks for joining us. Thank you, and check us out every day at newsok.com/varsity for the best high school coverage.